With the great success of Yamaha's FZ-09 or MT-09 range, guess what Kawasaki brought out? A Z900. So, head to head with Yamaha, let's see how this bike fits me. The seat's very comfortable, very firm, but comfortable when you sit on it. It's really compact. You don't feel like you're shoved against the tank. Your feet are right behind the clutch cover. And I can put my feet flat, no problem, because I can keep my legs close in. So that's a real nice piece for me, is sitting naturally in the bike, feet down completely, and the seat feels good to me. Tank is in your groin, it's in there, you'll feel it, but it's not obtrusive. Okay, bars. That's a long reach forward. Now, given a long spine and long arms, this is money for me. My arms are slightly twisted in, but if I yeah, I need them out. Just a tiny bit. So the bend in the bar is just slightly back. The other thing that's odd is that the bar bends this way, upwards, instead of coming out and being flat. So my hand is inverted inwards while my forearm stays still. Yeah, that's exactly where the issue is. This is high. Okay, that's an adjustable brake lever, so we can fix that. The clutch is adjustable. Yes, first one. Clutch is perfect, so I don't have to do anything there. Brake, no, way too high. Common problem, way too high. Yeah, I've got to take my foot off the peg to get to it. Shifter, well, with my size 9 foot, the peg is right against the heel block and the shifter is right on top of my toe. Perfect. Angle, now angle needs to go down. It's a little bit too high. So, all in all that's adjustable, but this bar isn't. So I might go get a different handlebar that doesn't bend back so far and doesn't bend up at the ends, and that will make me a lot more comfortable. So that's how this 2017 Z900 fits me. All right, let's pick the back of the bike up, check for static sag, push down. Oh yeah, probably 20 mil there at least. So that's good that there's static there. Now in the front, the book says 120 millimeters of travel available. So let's extend. And it's 140 fully extended. So 20 millimeters up from the axle casting will go your black felt pen line, so you know where bottom out is. All right, Mr. Williams on the bike at 180 pounds. Bounce away, sir. Thank you. So with Dave on the bike, the front collapse is 30 millimeters. Let go, sir. Thank you. We'll go right to the 9, which is 590. Okay, dismount. Okay, 590 to 25, so 35 in the back. All right, go ahead, set it down and stretch her out. And another 19 in the back. So 35 plus 20 is 55. Hey, 55 in the back, and so it's a lot more than the sag in the front, so the bike's gonna ride very, very biased to the rear, especially with all that static sag in the back of the bike. What do we have for showroom settings? Well, let's start with this fork. We have the go to lunge cap. So we got nothing in this leg. That doesn't mean we can quit early today. Because on this leg, on the other side, which Dave will walk around to, we have our preload adjuster, and we have TEN, which means rebound. So let's see where we are for our showroom settings in the fork for preload. It's a 14 millimeter socket, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 turns in on preload. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And then let's see where we are for rebound. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 clicks out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 clicks out on rebound. On both legs there are no compression adjusters, so in the front end of the Z900 all we have is preload and rebound. Now on the rear shock we have preload here, so the two collars, we're only showing 2 threads beyond the collar here, so 2 lines showing of thread for preload, and then at the base of the shock we have a rebound adjuster, and that is half, 1, 1 1/4 turns out, so half, 1 1/4. So those are the showroom settings on the bike. All right, now how does it feel? Now we know rebound seems to be a fair way in the front. Oops, I guess that's not gonna work. She's cavitating. So right out of the gate, the very first thing I do is take the rebound leg, because that's got the adjustment in it, and put thicker oil in it. The oil that's in there is way too thin. That's not gonna work. That's just gonna bounce down the road. On the rear of the bike, even if you watch in here with the electrical line, the shock's not coming back at all. So this bike's going down the road with the rear down here and the front doing this. Not ideal. So if you're 180 pounds, aside from all the static sag in the back of the bike will probably work really well, because you've got to get rid of some of that static sag with maybe 2.5 turns of preload. That'll firm the back of the bike right up. Now given the preload we've got in the front and the fact that it feels super soft, I will be looking for stiffer springs and much, much heavier oil. At 180, at 220, you might get away with that rear shock. You will absolutely not get away with anything in the front end whatsoever. And then the 120 to 150 range, the front end will probably work just fine for you with preload removed and rebound maybe a couple of clicks further in at 4. But the rear shock, even if you soften all the damping out of it, is still going to be really, really firm, harsh ride. So respringing the rear, if you're 120 to 150, may be an option, because we've got a turn and a half of rebound we could take out and free the shock up. So those are the settings I do and the changes I make for those 3 weight categories.
To schedule a remote tuning appointment for you and your bike with Dave via text, email, Facebook, etc., contact Dave on Facebook or by email, dave@davemosstuning.com.